Wrestling has more than one royal family.
About to blow, waiting for me to start the show. Out the curtain, lights go up, I'm home. Mama said, when I was younger, hot top green better man.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy C Money, and I'm back with another video. And today we gotta talk about Smackdown last night because we had Roman Reigns' big 1,000 day championship celebration. And oh yeah, but some big stuff happened, so we gotta talk about it. But we'll get there. First, we have to talk about how SmackDown started off with Austin Theory and Pretty Deadly taking on the Brawling Brutes. Austin Theory and Pretty Deadly picking up the victory. And then throughout the whole night, they showed some clips of Roman Reigns' big wins over his championship defenses and stuff, and it was just very cool. It started off with a big, nice, cool promo video going over all the days and all the matches, big matches that Roman Reigns has had. So very cool, yeah. And then, we talked about that. And then the OC defeat, and yesterday was AJ Styles' birthday, so happy late birthday to AJ Styles. But the OC defeated Hit Row. And then Paul Heyman, because, it's the 1,000 day championship celebration. But again, it's big because, remember, guys, at Night of Champions, Jimmy Uso super kicked Roman Reigns. So Paul Heyman said, I'm going to go talk to Adam Pearce. He talked to Solo Sikoa, and he said, I will make sure that this night is perfect for the Tribal Chief. I'll make sure the Usos are not in the building and all that. So he went to go talk to Adam Pearce, and Adam Pearce said that they canceled their trip or they canceled their flight or whatever, and even if they did show up, they would be it'd be double security. The security would be doubled. So there's no way the Usos would be able to get in. But we'll talk about what happens, because the Usos still get in the building. And then and then they had a little thing with Cameron Grimes was talking about how Baron Corbin hit Carmelo Hayes from behind. Go back on NXT. Remember, go check out my NXT reactions where I talked about that. But so Grimes is like, yeah, if Corbin tries to do that to me again, yeah, I'll take care of him. And then we have the Grayson Waller effect with Asuka, and I knew, I'm like, oh god, Grayson Waller and Asuka, this ought to be interesting. So Asuka's, just saying stuff in Japanese, and Grayson Waller's like, yeah, I couldn't have said it better, or he's laughing and stuff. Grayson Waller, man. And then you have Io Sky comes out, Bayley comes out, Shotzi comes out, Lacey Evans comes out, Zelina Vega comes out. It's just so funny because Grace and all the women are arguing about who's gonna win Mrs. Money in the Bank and possibly cash in on Asuka. Because remember, Asuka defeated Bianca Belair to become the new Raw Women's Champion back in Night of Champions when she spit the blue mist in her hand and then rubbed her hand with the mist on it in Bianca's eyes. So yes, they were talking about that, and all the women came out because they were saying how they're going to be new Miss Money in the Bank, all that. But then, as they're all arguing, Grayson Waller goes, "This is great. Bring all the women out here. I love America." Grayson Waller, bro, he's so funny. But Grayson Waller's like funny and annoying at the same time. But no, he was very funny here. But then, as Asuka's on the stage, she's like, "Nobody's ready for Asuka." But then Bianca Belair comes from behind, and they start brawling. Bianca Belair and Asuka have to be separated because they start brawling. And then Zelina Vega defeated Lacey Evans to qualify for the Miss Money in the Bank. And then L.A. Knight qualified for the Money in the Bank match by defeating Montez Ford. Which, again, because I said I love Montez Ford. And even because I agree with what someone else said. I saw that both of these men should be in the match. So, like, it's kind of hard having, like, two men face against each other to qualify when really both of those guys should both be in the match. But, you know, whatever. But I was happy though to see LA Knight win because I do love Montez Ford. But I just think, you know what, if I got to pick one, you got to give it to LA Knight here. And LA Knight going to Money in the Bank. But again, I do agree that both of those men should be in the match. But so LA Knight, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Ricochet, yeah, right? Yes, are in the match. So as of right now, so we talked about that. And the LWO we're talking backstage because like Santos Escobar, he can qualify for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match next week, and it could be like you could have Zelina Vega Miss Money in the Bank, Santos Escobar Mr. Money in the Bank. So yeah, very cool. But then I think just talk about the end because you know you have Triple H comes out here and introduces Roman Reigns. So Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman, Solo Sikoa come out here. No Usos because after what happened at Night of Champions, they're not allowed here. So. And then Triple H awards Roman with the new championship. It's basically like the gold championship. It's like how it's basically like the WWE championship, but like the how where it shows the W, the background's like gold. It has more gold to it, which so it's basically like the gold championship. Yeah, so it's just a new undisputed WWE Universal Championship. So he doesn't have to carry around two belts. He can just have one belt as the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. And it's basically like the same belt except it has like a gold background and stuff. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool, yeah. It's more like has a gold look to it. Yeah. So very cool. And then Roman Reigns goes, Pennsylvania. No. It's not just that. It's even bigger. He says, the entire universe, acknowledge me. Acknowledge me. But then, Usos come at me. Wade Barrett's like, where's the security? Like, security was supposed to be doubled to make sure the Usos weren't in the building, but they got away in the building. And Roman was saying to Jay to super kick Jimmy. He's like, super kick him. He was telling Jay to super kick his own twin brother. And I'm like, yeah, and Jay didn't do it, which was good. I'm like, Jay, do not pick Roman over your twin brother Jimmy. Don't. And then Jimmy was saying how Roman's gone crazy and you've manipulated and abused us for so long. And then he was also saying to Solo how Solo, he's going to do the same thing to you. And, you know, Roman, he's getting all mad. And he said, well, how about let's Solo. Solo will tell you whose side he's on. And Solo goes, I acknowledge you, my tribal chief. But those are my brothers. And Solo goes over and walks right next to Jimmy and Jey Uso against Roman Reigns. So, oh god. And then, you know, Jimmy and Roman are getting heated with each other. They got in each other's face. Jimmy pushed Roman Be like, whoa. And then Jay, once again, had to get in the middle. And Jay's like, no, stop. We're family, bro. We're family. And Jay's like, no, we're not doing this. And Jimmy goes, he's right. Like, let's go back to, because you're our brother too. You've been our brother. Let's go back to running this place. Come on, like let's be a family again. Go back to running this place. Like, so it was a very emotional, it was, oh God. So, and then Roman and Jimmy hug it out. Roman and Jimmy hug it out. And Roman goes, no. No. He says no. And then it's like, what? Solo. Samoan spikes Jimmy Uso. My God. The bloodline, man. Solo Sikoa was joining the Uso side, but then, nope. He Samoan spiked Jimmy Uso. And then Roman, Solo, and Paul Heyman walked away. Oh, gosh. It was like you thought Solo was terrible, but nope. Solo is with Roman all day. He was just fooling Jimmy. Samoan spiking his own brother, Jimmy. And then, but again, Paul Heyman says to Roman at the end, my tribal chief, what about Jay? And Roman goes, Jay will do what he always does. Fall in line. Jay will fall in line eventually. So, yeah, because Jay, he's still technically on his brother Jimmy, because Jimmy is the one who turned on Roman, not Jay. But Jay is pretty much on Jimmy's side, but because Jimmy said, he's like, I need you. Jay said to Jimmy that he's like, I need you. But then Jay said to Roman too, I need you. I need both of you. So Jimmy's on like no one's side here. So Jimmy is basically out of the bloodline. Roman thinks that he's like, Jay will fall in line. So Jay's still really in the bloodline. It all comes at once again, just like it has in the past with Sami Zayn, it all comes down to Jay Uso's decision. What will Jay Uso do? It comes down to that. We will find out what is Jay going to do. Stay with his brother or go with Roman? I don't know, but dang, just what a segment though. Roman Reigns, 1,000 days as champion. Incredible. And yeah, well, we'll see what happens with the bloodline here. Whew. But that's it, guys. I thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe for more. I love all you guys, and C Money is out.